So my friend sent me this picture yesterday, and I'll pop it up on screen for you as well so you can see it. But it's titled Emotional Vibration Frequencies. And I think once you understand this one picture, you'll be able to feel better and also stop self-sabotaging yourself, stop like staying in the rut that you might find yourself in. And it's basically like what emotions emit the worst kind of energy. And the single worst emotion, if you look all the way down, is shame and then guilt. And it makes it interesting. It's like basically anything you do which gives you shame and guilt, that is like the worst kind of energy, kind of personality that you could possibly have. Now, I'm not like some expert on this, by the way, like, so I might be interpreting it wrong. But the moment I saw that the shame and guilt was at the lowest, it struck out to me being in like this kind of space of, like men's self-improvement, discipline. Because how do you feel when you know that something is a bad habit, but you do it anyway? And you know exactly which habits we're talking about. And the biggest one probably is like porn, masturbation, and then also the other addictions like being a degenerate, casual sex, video games, drugs, junk food, whatever. When you know that something is bad for you and you do it anyway, that emits the shame and the guilt. Every time you scroll on social media, on Instagram and whatever, you just feel kind of shameful, right? You feel kind of like guilty about like, oh man, I just wasted 2 hours, or oh, like I just jacked off again and I reset my nofap streak. Do you see how like consequential these bad habits can be? That this entire like picture, they emit the worst kind of emotional vibrations. And then if we look all the way to the top, I'll be honest, I don't really totally understand by what it means by enlightenment, peace, and joy. You can kind of guess what it means, but like what I would probably change those words to, like the highest frequencies, is fulfillment and self-respect. From my own experience of life, I will say that like one of the highest vibration, I don't know, like if this shit's like sounds cringe, this is like kind of stuff like girls will say, like vibrations and your frequencies, all like this shit, right? But I do believe like the best kind of emotion, kind of personality, energy that I've had is just that of like fulfillment and self-respect. And that maybe is peace as well, and enlightenment, in the sense that like you feel like you don't really need anything else. You feel like you're on the right path. If you think about shame is the lowest one, and shame is about basically doing something that you shouldn't have done. If we do the opposite of that, the complete opposite, we'd expect the complete opposite to be at the top of the graph, like the best kind of energy we should want to put ourselves into, right? You understand this, right? If the worst energy, the worst kind of emotions that we can have is shame, and shame would probably say is like when we do something we shouldn't have done, then we should extrapolate that and say, okay, well, if we do the opposite of that, that will bring us all the way to the top, to like the best kind of feeling texture of life. So if you want to feel good, we do the opposite of what gives us shame. And that's probably, I wouldn't say it's pride, but it's probably peace, it's enlightenment. It's like this sort of comfortable kind of exhalation of like, I'm on the right path. Shame is like, oh, I'm on the wrong path, I've done the wrong thing, I'm disappointed by myself, I shouldn't have done that thing. Enlightenment and peace and fulfillment is probably, oh, I've done the right thing. I woke up today and I meditated. I got the urges for the junk food, for masturbation, for porn, and I didn't do it. And like, every day you're stacking up, you feel like this level of like kind of like certainty and assurance that you feel like, yeah, I'm doing the right things, I'm making progress. I wouldn't even say proud, because it's interesting. You see pride is around the middle. And what's interesting is of the negative emotions on the graph, pride is one of the first ones that goes below neutrality. There's a phrase actually, which is that pride comes before the fall. If you've heard that quote before, it's super interesting. So pride on this emotional frequency is the first like negative, like, that starts going into the negative. And the phrase, the quote, pride comes before the fall, and like hubris, or there's certain phrases which basically encapsulate like, oh yeah, the first sign that you're fucking up and that you're gonna fall off is pride. And it kind of makes sense. Let's say, okay, we should start with the positive emotions. We should start with like joy and peace and reason, acceptance, enlightenment, fulfillment. But then we do good because of that. We make progress because of that. So imagine you've been like locked in on the self-improvement journey, you've been disciplined, you haven't been watching porn, you haven't been playing video games, you've been exercising, you've been smiling at people, you're feeling awesome. The problem is, then you start to feel proud because of your actions. You start to like think, oh yeah, you know, like I'm amazing, and like, oh, I attracted that girl, and I got this, and I have built this muscle mass, and I made this money, and I got this. That's like the first moment that you are slipping down this graph, like this kind of cone shape. So maybe a lesson for you to take is maybe watch out for when pride comes up. Pride is like kind of like the boastful acknowledgement of the success that you've built up. And I'll be honest, like for a long time, I thought that anyone who kind of shit talked on pride was just a pussy. I genuinely thought that it was like, you know, like the kind of like low testosterone, skinny neck kind of guys who were saying like, oh, don't be proudful, be humble, you know, like don't boast yourself, don't get too overly confident and cocky, because it just seemed to me like that was like a, you know, like a weak man's kind of propaganda where they don't want other guys like me to be leveling up and, you know, to be speaking arrogantly about myself. And also in the media, I did see guys who were quite arrogant and prideful. You can probably think of some who ended up creating massive success for themselves. But then we all need to like take a step back and see that the success that those prideful men have built up, it's kind of like the superficial success. They went viral, they made money, but they had to sell their soul whilst doing so. They had to like purposefully, you know, act like a clown on social media to get more likes and more validation, and then they ended up selling a fucking NFT or crypto or some bullshit. So it's like they're probably not role models that we should follow. Just because a man is prideful and arrogant and has also made money doesn't mean that he's living the best, most fulfilled life. Overall, your life will probably be better if you've got the right emotional frequency and the right kind of level of fulfillment and self-assurance and peace and joy, happiness, connectivity and love. But you only make 10, 25K a month at your like peak success, compared to the version of you that makes $100, $200, $500,000 a month, millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, but you don't like your life. You feel weirdly anxious about the success you've built. People don't like you, your family's having problems. There was a quote I remember reading once, which it fucking stopped me when I was reading it, and it said like, if you knew the next level of success was gonna cost you the divorce, would you do it? So like picture this, right? Imagine we're like 30, 40 years old. You know, you've got like an awesome wife who you absolutely love, children, whatever. And then you start to get kind of prideful. You start to maybe become overly ambitious, especially with like materialistic success. You start to play the game of just chasing as many followers as possible, money and all these things. And then imagine if like that starts to just mean that you're less attractive to your family. You're not there for them. Your wife starts feeling like, you know, you've pulled away, you're working all day, you're not taking time to be with her, you're not spending time with the children. Then imagine what are you like, if it was gonna cost you the marriage, the children, would it be worth it? Would you trade like a happy family life for an extra $1 million? Because the people who have done this will actually look to you and tell you like, more money didn't actually improve their life. In fact, they actually found it to be worse. There was a very humbling and thought-provoking video from Iman Gaji. He's like one of the fucking goats of our time when it comes to just being a businessman. No matter what you think of it, that is a very, very successful, hard-working guy who's just put together like such an incredible team. And he's had multiple videos that I've watched where he basically says like, getting to about $1 million a year is the sweet spot, and that's like the point that you want to get to. So about 100K a month, that's about the max you really want to be getting to if you still want to have a good lifestyle. He said after that, that's when the problems magnify like crazy. Going from 1 million to like 5 million a year, so 100K a month to like 500K a month, or 100K a month to like 1 million a month. That's when the problems, the stress becomes so massive. You've got a team of like 40. You're waking up in the middle of the night because your cortisol is like higher or whatever. So at that point, you might not want to, right? And a lot of that comes because of pride. It comes from like being overly ambitious. So it's just thought-provoking this morning of what kind of energy are you in? If you take a look at the picture one last time before we finish for this section, I'll go train some kickboxing. And just think to yourself what energy, what frequency you want to be in. I don't understand it completely, But I'll be honest, I do understand the bottom level, the shame. I relate to that. I've been there. And it's such a horrible, like, weird feeling. It's quite repulsive. The last thing I'll say, I think that when you're on those low level frequencies, you just are the complete opposite to the magnetic, charismatic version of you. You know how sometimes you've had like this effortless attraction of women, like you've just walked into school or the gym and it just feels like you're kind of like hot shit. It feels like everyone's like into you. The girls are looking over, the guy comes up to you, fist bumps and everything. Yeah, come on, bro. Don't worry. It feels like everyone's like, you know, like looking towards you. It's so easy to talk to girls. I guarantee that was a day that you were on like this high frequency where you were at peace and you were doing good. But you remember those days where you felt like this sort of yearning for women and they were running away from you and you were lonely and, you know, friends didn't want to be with you and you felt awkward and you were stuttering and, you know, you just felt like so cringy and everything. You remember those days, right? We've all had them. Guarantee those were the days that you had this sort of emotional frequency of shame. Guarantee you did something that made you feel shameful around that time. You watched porn the day before, or maybe even the morning. Then you go to school, let's say, and you're filled, like it's like you've got like this aura of like shame, of this kind of like gross energy, almost like this stink that people don't want to be around. Like the version of you that's jacked off in the morning that goes to school or goes to work or goes to the gym afterwards, and you know you feel shameful because you watch some like disgusting porn or something. People can like smell it. People can like see this like mystical aura around you. They can just sense it. So if you want like this effortless attraction for people in your social life, and also just the way that you feel, keep yourself on those higher levels. Keep yourself feeling like content and grateful and fulfilled. Instead of doing anything that makes you feel shameful, do the things that gives you respect for yourself. Not pride. Not pride is like this sort of boastful, puffing your chest up saying, I'm amazing. Self-respect is like, oh man, I went to the gym today even though I didn't want to. Oh, I didn't fap. I had such bad urges today, but I didn't fap. Okay, sweet. It's nighttime. I'm done. I get the checkbox. That's sweet. You know, it's like this level of like, oh, I did it. Sweet. It was hard, but I did it. That's the level we want to get to, and that's what it feels like I'm stepping into a lot when I'm training martial arts this much. So we're going to do the morning session with my coach James, and then I'll be back at nighttime as well. That's what ruins your sleep a bit more as well. Okay. So it's like just.
What tape do you use?
It's called micro. I'll bring you one tonight. It's like it's just a tiny little bit. It's not like hard or anything. You can still open your mouth comfortably, but it's just like the slightest bit of resistance. Then it's like you just breathe through your nose, and then you sleep like 10% better just from that. So I've taken my mouth shut every night, even on planes and stuff, every night for like 4 years now.
Are you still using your Bane mask?
I've not used it for like 2 nights. It's just fucking up. But I will say, you know what? I think the sleep was better with it though.
All right, let's go, G. Let's wake up. 1, back, good. 1, 2, back, good. Move around. Jab, back, 1, 2, back, 1, back, good. Yeah, boom, boom, good. 1, 2. Yeah, back, good. 1, boom, good. 1, 2, 1, good. Double, back, move, good. Yeah, oh, light on the feet, good. Jab, back, 1, 2, good. All right, good focus work, yeah. 1, back, good. 1, back, 1, 2, good. Stay a little bit lower, yeah. 1, back, good. Move back, good. Move around, good. 1, bang, good. Move, good. Don't let me get so close, yeah. When I tell you to move. 1, bang, 1, 2, back, 1, back, good. Double, back, good. 1, 2, 3, back, good. 1, 2, 3, low. Good. Up on the chin, yeah? And again, back, good. When I hook, on the chin. Back. Yes, much better. Yeah, way better. 1. Good. Every rep like that, yeah? 1, 2. 1. Good. Pull that shoulder back. 1, 2. Good. Yeah, catch. Back. Good. 1. Back. Good. 1. Good. Double jab, catch. 2, 3. Back. Yeah, no. Catch and boom. Let it go, yeah? Bang. Good. Chop low after that. Bam. Chop low after that. Back. Timing. Yeah. Back. boom. Yeah, make it flow. Forward pressure, forward pressure. Yeah, bang, 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 bang. Yeah, there we go, nice. Good man. 1, bang, good, move, move. 1, bang, 1, 2. Good, 1, 2, 3 low. Yeah, good. Jab, bang, move. Jab, bang, good. 1 up, 1 up. Back, back, good. Up 3. Back, back, good. Yeah, tight, tight, tight. Up 3 low. Back, back, boom, good. And again, yeah. Back, back, boom, good. Up 3 right knee. Back, back, ooh, yeah, great shot. 1, back, good, move. 1, 2, 1, good. Move back, move back, move back, move back. Good, 1, 1, 2, 1, good, move. 3 low. Back, back, good. 1, back, good. 1, 2, 1, good. Let's go, bro. Up, good. Up, good. Up, 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 up. Good, move. Yeah, up, boom. Yeah, nah. Up, get it up. Boom. Get it up. Boom. Get it up. Boom. Get it up. Get it up. Get it up. Get it up. Good, now you focus. 1, 1, 2, 1. Good, straight back to your chin, yeah? 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 low. 2, yeah. Good, nah. You're not tired, bro. Yeah. You're not tired, bro. Good, 1, 2, 3 low. Bap, boom, 2, boom, yup, up, boom, 3 low, bang, boom, jab, bang, double, bap, boom, good man, 3 low, bang, bap. 1. Is your leg still sore?
No, it's right now.
It's alright? Alright, stand strong on it, yeah? Stand strong then. 1. We'll work that more tonight though, yeah? 1, 2. We'll re-fuck it tonight. Good, 1. 1, 2, 3 low. Bap. Boom, 2. Bang, yup. Boom, good.
Tired, feeling good. There's no better feeling once you finish a workout and you've got like that feeling of fulfillment and peace, like you've checked off the box. So I'm just relishing in that emotion right now. Life's good, man. Life's really good. Health is doing good. Bulking, 88.8 kilograms this morning. So I think that's about 190 pounds. Getting big. But also quite still staying fast and sharp in the gym as well. So performance has been good. Yeah, life's good, man. Feeling good. Training's hard. Can't complain. It's awesome, man. Like when you start training martial arts, like really hard, like 2 sessions a day. That's a lot. Like that's more than basically every like normal person out there. And so when you're doing the high volume training, it is quite intense. You've got to make sure you're eating high calories, you're sleeping as much as possible, you're resting. Usually my daily routine is like I come here in the morning and then I go back to my place and I just eat a bunch of food. And then after that, I literally just go back to sleep at like 12 o'clock. Just get like another 1 hour of sleep or so. Yeah, my brain's like slow right now because I'm just like, I'm physically quite tired, but I'm managing well though. I'm pushing the limits of overtraining, which I think is very important for young guys. I think so many guys just feel like more than 1 hour of exercise a day is overtraining, and it might be. But I think it's valuable to figure that out for yourself. I think it's valuable to like at least have a period where you've tested, right? Because I remember there was like a phrase or a quote from Jordan Peterson where he said like when you're young you should work like extremely hard, like even too hard, just to kind of know your limits and to know what the symptoms are of overworking. Because I do believe that most people don't actually know. Most people I don't think have hit their potential capacity for work. And that's such a shame. Because like, for example, if you're watching this, have you ever exercised like too much? You might think you have, but like, then how is it possible that people can run up mountains and people can do ultra marathons and everything? Because you've got a lot more capacity in you. And I actually subscribe more to the high volume, disciplined David Goggins kind of mindset of just destroying your mind and doing whatever's you need to achieve, like, you know, the challenge that you've set your mind to. Rather than that of the sort of, you know, the new age like the science based fitness YouTubers who tell you to work out for 45 minutes a day and to do some weird exercise where you're like lying on the floor or something. There's like a new age of people who are trying to do the minimal amounts, and I think that's kind of cool because, you know, you can maximize the work to results ratio, and that's nice to be efficient. But there's something to be said of the mental benefits of just doing the high volume approach to your training. Like, there's something to be said of like just training 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. In that period, especially when your life allows it, right? So if obviously you're in school or work and you can just get in 1 hour of exercise a day, then that's still awesome. But you will have times, maybe it's right now, that you actually do have an extra 2 hours a day. And the interesting thing is, you've probably been wondering as well, you've probably been asking yourself, like, what can you spend that time on? Like, one of the most frequent questions I actually get from people is not like, you know, they don't have enough time, but it's that they've got too much free time. From young people who ask me for advice, it's often they'll say like, oh, I've got so much free time, like what can I do with it which is still productive? Because the reason why is because free time is like cancer. It's like when you have free time, you just sit at home, you end up scrolling, you end up just like, you know, taking the easiest pleasure, watching content, scrolling, video games, whatever, you know, just wasting time. And if that's you right now, you have that 1 or 2 hours where you're doing bad habits, you've got the screen time that's too high, maybe you're watching too much porn, or you're playing video games, or you're just scrolling for an hour a day. What if you did just go to the gym for an extra hour? Because look, if you're watching this, you probably do want to maximize the results that you can get, speed up the muscle growth, the fitness, everything. The version of you that goes to the gym twice a day is undeniably going to make more gains than the version of you that doesn't, right? And especially if we're not just looking at muscle mass like hypertrophy, but we're looking at just overall fitness. Even the best bodybuilders are doing a solid 20, 30 minutes of cardio every single day. So why not us? Why not you? Like, I'm telling you right now, everyone I know who is super serious into bodybuilding and has like an insane physique, you know, like the really lean ones, and like I know girls who've got like full on like bikini model physiques, insane glutes, definition, everything, six pack, everything, right? I'm telling you, every single guy and girl who I know who's really into fitness, who has an insane physique, they all do half an hour of Stairmaster every single day. Whilst everyone else says that that's like overtraining because you've just done a 1 hour weight session. The people with the best physiques, the people who are the fittest, the people who are the most committed, they're doing the extra half an hour, right? It's like the young man who, let's say, we're not just trying to maximize like bodybuilding, but, you know, just overall life. The young man who does his weightlifting 3 to 6 times a week, but then also comes to the martial arts gym and does 3 sessions here a week, or maybe 1 every single day. His life undeniably is going to be better, right? Like, visualize the version of you that trains kickboxing or MMA or whatever, let's say 6 days a week, like almost every single day for the next year. He's going to be tired, he's going to be exhausted, sometimes his feet will hurt and whatever, right? But after 1 year, you are going to be in a better place, right? The feeling of like, you know, tiredness goes away, but what's left is the skill that you accumulate and the friends that you build up along the way. And I'm just appreciating doing this high volume approach, being in the gym 2-3 times a day. And like I always say, this is a privilege. It's, you know, my heart goes out to the people who are still in school, the people who are in work, and then, you know, your entire day is like taken away from you, and it's not even worthwhile as well. So as soon as you can get away from that bullshit, whether it's like, you know, graduating from school, or it's getting a job that gives you more flexibility, or it's maybe building up some money online, you can end up creating like such an amazing life for yourself where you can just choose what you want to do with your day. Okay. get better in the cold though. I used to be like super sensitive to this, and I still are. It's still like super painful, but I can do like solid 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And I know I'm not the whole way in, but I'm still learning and progressing, so cut me some slack, man. So we do about 30, 45 seconds at the end of most sessions, or every morning session at least, and sometimes I do it at night time as well if I feel like I need to. It's good though, it's like, it feels very refreshing to do this. That's like 45 seconds done, I think. It's so shallow, I have to like look and sit down and it's like the water's so shallow, so every time someone tells me to get deeper, I'm like, bro, how? I gotta like bend down more. Yes, bro. How are we?
So how are you doing, bro?
Good.
I just finished that book you gave me, bro.
You finished it? Fucking hell. Isn't it like 200 pages? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
Oh shit.
So, yeah. The bro gave me this book on, it was like anthropology. Anthropology history, so no, that was the main one.
What's one thing you remember which was interesting?
I found it interesting how there was like interbreeding between the Neanderthals and the misconception of like the intelligence of Neanderthals, and just some other trivial knowledge that is not interesting to you.
It's the book called Sapiens. It's like human history, and the bit I found the most interesting was like, you know, there's other kinds of humans that existed and they're all extinct, and the question is why? Was it that they just happened to get sick and died off, or was it that humans went around and basically murdered all of them?
I was interested. The interesting theory, I think maybe it was both, a combination of both. Perhaps like different illnesses carried over through different sapiens. But I think in like Pacific history, I think we were interbreeding with the Denisovians, which were like in Indonesia, Southeast Asia at the time.
We definitely went over and like raped and pillaged. Like imagine like little like 4-foot humans that come in.
Just fucking ate them, mate.
Just like there's just people who's 6 foot tall going against like this weird race of humans, just outbreeding them all. Yeah, just grabbing them by the legs. Like come on.
The race of Hasbullahs just fucking.
What do you do now?
Oh, just gotta take a PT now, so just get my gear ready and then head off. So yo, what did you just do, bro?
I just finished 1-to-1 with James, and then just on the ice bath as well.
What's your record?
Just like a minute, I think. Yeah, I've now tried to actually push it that hard. Actually, what's yours?
Oh, just 5 minutes. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, nice one. Yeah, sweet, bro. Nice one, brother. Sweet. Do you want to be in the vlog? Do you watch my videos?
I've seen a few of them, but I don't watch them regularly.
Yeah. Because I've seen you looking at me a few times. I always think to myself, oh, he's seen me on YouTube or TikTok or something.
What do you think's the best piece of advice you could give to a 13-year-old in a few seconds?
What's your number one goal?
To be financially free in the future.
Read a lot of books every day. 1-2 hours.
Okay.
Millionaire Fast Lane, 4-hour work week. I'll send you like a list if you want. For me, the only difference was between like the guys I went to school with and me. I just ended up reading for like 4 hours a day. And then that's like how, you know, it's kind of like you come to the kickboxing gym and your coach tells you like, oh, move your foot like that. When you read a book, it's kind of like that. You're like, oh, okay, business is supposed to be like that. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to talk on camera like that.
All right, thank you.
Okay, man, what's your name? Koa. Nice to meet you, brother. Take care of yourself, yeah? Nice one, brother. Wait, hang on. I give you a piece of advice, you give me a piece of advice. You said you've seen a couple of my videos. What do you think I should do to improve them?
I think just make them a little bit longer. Maybe get to multiple points at different times. Set waypoints of what's going to happen in your videos, maybe.
Oh, like the timestamps.
Yeah, like that. That's all I got.
Awesome, bro. Appreciate that one. Nice one, Koa. Take care, bro. Sweet.